What happens when two outspoken women in entertainment face off on live television and neither will back down? The View has seen many heated moments over the years, but what happened between Wanda Sykes and Joy Behar went to a whole new level. This wasn't just a disagreement. It was a full-blown clash that had everyone in the studio on edge. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and drop a comment sharing whose side you're on, because after this, you'll definitely have an opinion. Here's the scene. Wanda Sykes was on the show to talk about her latest comedy special and some current events. Anyone who knows Wanda knows she doesn't hold back. Her career is built on saying what she thinks without sugarcoating. Joy Behar has been on The View for years and is just as famous for her strong opinions and willingness to tackle controversial topics. Put them together and you could get comedy gold or an explosion. In this case, it was the latter. The conversation started friendly. Whoopi Goldberg introduced Wanda. The audience cheered, and the panel seemed happy to have her. The first few minutes were light. They talked about Wanda's career, comedy, and her recent projects. Sarah Haynes asked about her writing, and Wanda shared funny stories about creating material. Everyone laughed. The energy was good, and it seemed like this episode would flow smoothly. Then Joy steered the talk elsewhere. She brought up a headline topic, cancel culture and comedy, about where pushing boundaries ends and crossing the line begins. This is the kind of subject that can explode, especially with strong personalities. Joy started, saying comedians today worry too much about offending people. Comedy used to be about risk, she said, and now no one wants to say anything. Wanda nodded, but her expression shifted. She waited for Joy to finish, then said, "There's a difference between taking risks and being disrespectful." The room's temperature changed instantly. Joy laughed lightly. "Comedy should make people uncomfortable, that's the point." Wanda replied firmly, "No, comedy should be funny. Making people uncomfortable just to make them uncomfortable isn't comedy. That's being mean." Joy pressed. "People today are too sensitive. You can't say anything," Wanda responded. "Or maybe we're finally listening to those hurt by jokes for years." It's not about being too sensitive, it's about awareness. The other hosts exchanged glances, unsure whether to intervene. Whoopi looked like she was weighing whether to step in. Sunny nodded at Wanda but said nothing. Alyssa Farah Griffin seemed like she wanted to add something, but waited. Sarah just watched wide-eyed. Joy continued, "We can't police language too much or we can't tell jokes at all." Wanda calmly said, "No one's stopping jokes. But think about who you're making fun of. Are you punching up or down? Punching down will upset people." That phrase irritated Joy. "I've been doing comedy for decades and never punched down," she said. Wanda smirked. "Making fun of everyone equally sounds fair, but when some people already have less power, it isn't the same." Joy got frustrated. "So we only make fun of straight white men now?" "Ridiculous." Wanda said, "I didn't say that. Context matters. Who tells the joke and who it's about, these things matter." The conversation got intense. Producers were probably debating commercials. The audience went silent, a rare moment on The View. Joy tried, "I respect your view, but we disagree." "Comedy should be fearless. You want it careful." Wanda replied, "Thoughtful, not careless. You can push boundaries without hurting people." Joy, "Who decides what's hurtful? Everyone's line is different. If we're too careful, we can't say anything." Wanda said firmly, "The affected people decide. You can't tell someone their hurt doesn't matter." Joy's next comment crossed a line for Wanda. "People need to toughen up." Wanda leaned forward, jaw tight. "So your solution to hurt people expressing themselves is to tell them to deal with it?" Joy tried to backtrack. "Not everything is an attack. Sometimes it's just a joke." Wanda replied, "Sometimes a joke isn't just a joke. It can reinforce stereotypes, hurt others, contribute to a harmful culture. If you don't see that, you need to listen more and defend less." The word consequences hit Joy hard. She said, "So now it's cancel culture? One mistake ruins careers?" Wanda, "Most people complaining are still working. Accountability isn't canceling, it's using your voice." Whoopi stepped in. "Let's take a breath. Both have valid points," Joy snapped. "I'm being lectured by someone who agrees with me politically most of the time. This isn't politics, it's humor." Wanda erupted. "Don't reduce this to sense of humor. Humor isn't a free pass to say whatever you want. That's cowardly. Joy's face turned red. Cowardly? I've taken heat for years. Wanda didn't budge. If you can't handle pushback, that's the problem. You can dish it out but not take it. Sunny added, with a platform comes responsibility. Words matter. You can be funny, but consider the impact. Joy. So you're ganging up on me? Wanda. No, a disagreement isn't an attack. If you can't handle differing views, reflect on why. Joy argued, I'm not perfect. I can't walk on eggshells every time. Wanda. Thoughtfulness isn't walking on eggshells. It's empathy. Caring about how your words affect others. Joy stood. I don't have to be attacked like this. Wanda. Facing criticism isn't an attack. That's accountability. Whoopi intervened, keeping Joy seated. Silence fell, heavy and tense. Whoopi. Emotions run high, that's okay. Try understanding each other instead of just defending your positions. Joy reflected. I worry about a culture where people fear speaking. Careers get destroyed over mistakes. Creativity suffers. Wanda. I get that, but many have faced harm for generations while speaking up. The fear you mention isn't new. It's been reality for marginalized people. Joy. So you want everyone to feel that fear? Wanda. No, just think before you speak. Consider impact. Is it meaningful or harmful? Responsibility, not censorship. Sunny. Consequences aren't canceling. Audience choice matters. Respect earns audience. Joy. So everyone's against me? Whoopi. No, we're discussing perspectives. Disagreement isn't hostility. Wanda softened slightly. I'm not your enemy, but I've been hurt by jokes targeting my identity. Speaking up matters because words have power. They can harm or heal. Joy paused. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I also want to be authentic. Wanda. Being yourself shouldn't hurt others. Empathy isn't censorship, Sarah added. Thoughtfulness doesn't stop spontaneity. It's understanding harm. Joy. There's a gray area. Jokes land differently with different audiences. How do we navigate that? Wanda. Listen. If someone says a joke hurt them, hear them. Decide if the joke is worth continuing. Make an informed choice. Whoopi. It's about caring. Freedom of speech doesn't exist in a vacuum. Feelings matter. Joy. Consequences sometimes feel extreme. Wanda. Whose career is really over? Most are still working. Losing universal approval isn't canceling. Joy. I see my view is limited. I have privilege. I can handle backlash differently. Wanda. We set a precedent. Accountability matters. Harm shouldn't be normalized. Being called out is progress, even if uncomfortable. Joy admitted. I hear you. Wanda. Anger is valid. What matters is using it to grow. I could have dismissed you, but I'm helping you see another view. Whoopi. This is what the view should be. Hard conversations. Understanding each other. Joy. I'll try to keep learning. Wanda. That's all I ask. Effort matters. Own mistakes, apologize, do better. That's growth. Joy reached across the table. Wanda shook her hand. The audience applauded. Wanda, this is accountability. You stayed, listened, reflected. That's the response we need. Joy. It wasn't easy, but I see others' discomfort too. Sarah. Discomfort leads to change. Growth happens when it's hard. Wanda. Speak up when something feels wrong. Sit with discomfort and learn. Growth requires it. Joy. This conversation changed me. It was hard, but necessary. Whoopi. We'll keep having these talks, challenging each other and growing together. What started as a heated clash turned into one of the View's most powerful conversations. Two strong-willed women faced off, neither backing down, both speaking truth and ultimately finding understanding. Dialogue is messy, uncomfortable, and emotional, but transformative. Subscribe and comment. Was Wanda right to call Joy out, or did she go too far? Where do you stand?